Our situation is like that of a child. Child is hypnotized with the colorful toys, anything that draws his attention. It does draw his attention. And then his interaction with that toy starts until he gets bored. Then he switches to another toy, which is more colorful, more moving, more mobile. We are no different. Motion is something that attracts us. We are like children, we keep following these motions. To track the motion, we have a beautiful instrument, the mind. Mind was created to appreciate the motion. Mind is a recreation of the motion within our head. Until that happens, the equation does not finish. If you are in a coma, you're looking at things moving fast around you. It doesn't get recorded into the mind. That motion does not become your motion. A flying bird is flying in front of you. You close your eyes. It continues to fly within your mind. The memory of its flight is still being played in the mind. Mind is a very powerful media to recreate the motions. And as the sansar keeps on moving, we keep on moving. We keep on recording the motions. And in this process, we forget who we are. The emotions we cannot deny. Sansar we cannot deny. How can you say this is all fake? It is right in front of you. And yet it is fake. Dreams move, but we don't move at night. We never think about how did we end up in Switzerland in the dreams without leaving your bed in your home. Motions are created and they come to the end also. There is a birth, growth, decay, and death to everything material, because material means motion. Motions arise and motions die out. Steadiness is always there. Only in relation to the steadiness, the motions are appreciated. And yet, we fail to go within and find that steadiness. To deny the motion is a fallacy. You cannot disregard the motion that is happening. Just the way existence of the dreams, even though they are fake, cannot be denied. It is a phenomenon. It's not an object. Switzerland that you see in the dreams was not a real Switzerland. It was a process of watching Switzerland. The dream is a process. same way, the whole sansar is a process. Everything is moving. Whoever you watch is in the process of moving. Tree is in the process of growing bigger. As soon as the child is born, he is already inching towards his adulthood. And every adult is heading toward his old age and death. Where is place where there is no motion? Motion is everywhere. So it's not a surprise that the motion captures our attention. It hypnotizes us. Just like a child looking at toys. More mobile the toys, the better. More colorful toys, the better. And now with this media, the iPhones and iPads and soon virtual realities and all these are very appealing to the child. And child loses himself. Same way, we are hypnotized by the sansar, which is the brightest and the most powerful media ever possible. Virtual reality can come a little bit close, but the sansar, which is mobile, is backed by the consciousness. Every person who is moving in front of you is alive with full consciousness. The awareness is within that person. Media can never come close to the experience of the sansar. If you go to the beach one of the mornings, there is no one there. The cool breeze, gentle sunshine, and the sound of the waves fills you up and you enjoy. And you come home and you want to share with your spouse. How are you gonna do it? Words cannot recreate the experience of your presence on the beach, where you were in a three-dimensional, really, actually four-dimension, including the time. Whatever is experienced in four-dimension cannot be recreated in three-dimension, let alone two-dimension, like pictures. So the life that we're living, we are lost with the motion, but we never think, where does the motion arise from and where does it end into? The motion is motion only in comparison with the steadiness, the immobility. Only the finite objects move. Infinite cannot move. It's everywhere. There is no mobility for the infinite. So the infinite gives rise to the finite, maintains it, and takes it back. So yes, you cannot deny the motion. Motions are there. Our mind, our body is equipped with all its five senses to absorb everything from the world and recreate that motion within itself about all the objects of the sansar. But we also are part of this sansar. Just the way sansara is moving, we are also moving. So only by going within yourself, you can get the glimpse of the infinity. In this infinity, you realize, you observe, you become a witness of this motion. So the motion still stays in front of you, but a field of infinity opens up also within you. Infinite is everywhere. It is powerful, big enough to cover all the motions. So the infinite is a progenitor of the finite. Motionlessness, the steadiness, is a progenitor of the motions. So gradually, with repetitive practice of meditation, you become steady. The motions don't disappear. They still can stay there, but you get bigger than the motion. If your life is defined from your birth to the death, you can witness everything. You do witness everything. You remember you were 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old. All that is stored in your mind. But now you're connecting the dots. You're witnessing your own journey through this beautiful medium of the infinite. So the journey is there. It is recorded. But you have become bigger than that. So now, looking at the motion from the infinite point of view, it seems meaningless. Meaningless only from infinite point of view. But as long as you are in the samsara, the motion is gonna come back. But now you have a realization of something bigger. So your fascination with the motion will start easing up. Your run for the objects that you are mesmerized with, it slows down. You still live in the world, but now the world does not haunt you. Death does not bother you. The objects of pleasure do not exist because your desire to get the pleasure out of a dream seems meaningless to you because you have gotten a bigger pleasure. The steadiness, the peace and tranquility of the infinite, in comparison of which the joys of samsara seem small. And you rest in inner peace all the time. Your running is barely minimum. Your running is for waking up the world, because you have woken up. You would want everyone else to wake up, because the whole samsara is part of you now. You are the infinite, and the finite has become part of you. You owe something to the samsara. So you want everyone to wake up. And just the way your sufferings have ended, you want everyone else's sufferings to end also. But is not easy. Many people love this mesmerized life. They love this hypnotized state, hypnotized by the sansara. They do not want to quit. So it is not their time yet. Eventually, everybody wakes up. Just the way everybody wakes up in the morning. And the dreams have to end. Life creates situations where if you use your wisdom, waking up is an opportunity all the time. Awareness and the wisdom ultimately makes you rise and wake up from the sleep that you have been going through for many lives. Motion and steadiness, even those two are not separate. Just the way the motion is built into the ocean. Even when ocean moves, creates the waves, it is still the ocean. Inside the waves, ocean still exists. Same way, the finite is not separate than the infinite. It is part of the infinite. It may appear finite because of our senses, but in reality, even through the finite, it is the infinite which is dancing, which is moving. If you are the creation of the infinite, so are the objects of pleasure also creations of the infinite. The question is how far you want to stay asleep. It's your choice. Have a good day.